All right, guys, welcome to another POV 2022 exam preparation. This is Lennox Bennett. You are appreciated here. Please ensure that you like the video, okay? I've done many videos, so you guys just need to check out them, all right? Now I'm gonna say subscribe. Now I'm gonna say no, just do enough for the guys. All right, let's go. So it says, which of the following types of business environment is most typical of the Commonwealth Caribbean, and that is the mixed economy. I would have done that on other previous papers, so we need not spend a lot of time on it, all right? Let's move on to labor is best defined by physical and mental capabilities to perform a task, and that would be A, so we will go no further, right? Once we reach the answer, we will not do the rest. Let's go. Some of these should be repeating as done on previous papers. A major function of the public sector is it A, to make a profit, B, serve the entire population. Again, as we reach the answer, let's do it, right? Let's move on to number 4. I want to go through these videos as quickly as possible. I want to do as many videos as possible so everyone can benefit. All right, let's move on to 4. The term division of labor can be defined as, is it organization of tasks in production, B, assembling of goods for distribution, or is it C, separation of tasks to complete a job? And number 4 is C, so we will go no further. Private enterprise is run mainly to, is it to create profits, reduce inflation, distribute goods and services, or provide jobs for more people? And that is actually A, create profit. That was done on the last paper. If you have not watched it, guys, you really need to do so now. Ensure that you are subscribed so you can get all the topics, all right? Small up this as usual. So items 6 to 7 refer to the following diagram relating to the structure of an organization. So they will have the X, the CEO, sales manager, production manager, finance manager, and honor finance manager, purchasing supervisor. All right, so guess what it says now? The purchasing supervisor reports directly to the CEO, the HR supervisor, is human resource, or the finance manager. And that is, as I was pointing out, the finance manager would be our answer, all right? 7, which of the following positions would be best suited as X? So let's go back up to X, which is, so it's above the CEO, so that would be the board of directors. All right, so let me just pick up at this. Ensure that you like the video right now, guys. Right now, like the video now. Come on, let's go, let's go. It's the only thing you can do for me is like the video, right? Apart from watching. Yeah, man, give the support. Item 8 refers to the following information. Mr. Lloyd, the manager of LM Limited, holds a regular staff meeting to listen to ideas from employees before making decisions that will affect the future of the company. And it says, what leadership style does Mr. Lloyd employ? Is it autocratic, charismatic, democratic, or laissez-faire? And that would be democratic, which I personally love. Democratic leadership. Everyone should be involved. So guys, if you have any ideas, you can leave it on my channel in the comment section, right? So that was number, why am I going up? This is a joke, Mr. Bennett. Number 9, management information system, or the MIS, is defined as, is it the use of computer technology to gather information to use in making decisions within an organization? Is it B, technological benefits gained by an organization for being part of the well-organized industry? Or is it C, use of various factors within a business to reduce costs and increase profits? Or is it D, management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements at a profit? What do you guys say for that? It's A, use of computer technology to gather information for use in making decisions within an organization, right? So as it suggests, it's meaningful information. All right, so let's move on to number 11. Are we at 10 or 11? Let me just see. I'm losing it, guys. We're at 10. Which of the following organizations is least likely to use a management information system? Is it A, the National Bank? No, they would do that. Shoe shine shop, I'm going with this. A department store, a beauty supplies outlet. So this, I'm going with the shoe shine. The shine shoes, don't it? All right. So let's go up to 11 now. Under which of the following categories would subsidized needs of employees fall? Is it fringe benefit, duty allowance, wages and salaries, work spend compensation? And that would be fringe benefit. All right, 12. Which of the following is not an example of collateral? Is it bond, stock, property? And it is indeed money order. So money order is not a collateral. All right, let's look at 13. Which of the following individual benefits from having a limited liability status? Is the franchisee, the shareholder, the ordinary part, or the ventures? And that would be B, the shareholders. Hit the like button if you're just joining. Mr. Bennett, what's up? What's up? What's up? Wish you guys all the best in your exam. Let's move on to 14. Condensed version of the business plan is contained in, is it A, the feasibility plan, B, the marketing plan, C, keynote, or is it D, executive summary? And that is indeed D, the executive summary. All right, so let's move on to 15. JB Auto Company decided to export car engines from Barbados to Trinidad. Big up all my friend in Trinidad and Tobago. Big up my friend them in Barbados, you know what I mean? Yeah, which of the following method is best for transporting the engine? Is it air, sea, rail, or road? And that would be, this is a repeat one, so that is C. All right, so let's move on to number 16. Cash used to secure a loan at the bank is referred to as, and that would be a collateral. All right, so remember, the banks only loan people who don't need loan. Only rich people can get loan. Yeah, when you come fight me, say a purchase order is A, request for additional goods, B, notification of goods received, C, statement of outstanding debts, or is it D, document offering to buy goods? Guys, this one is not a repeat, so look out for this one, all right? And that is D, document offering to buy goods, and that's a purchase order, all right? A contract may be discharged by, and that is a breach. This is one of the repeat questions. Guys, if you have not checked out my videos on other subjects also, you need to do so now. Don't wait until after exam. Let's go, let's go. Hit the like button right away. Thumbs up also. Let's move on to 19. Kiki sustained burns while at work at a local fast food restaurant. Under which of the following insurance policy is she most likely to be compensated? Is it the public liability, the fidelity guarantee, or the property guarantee, or the employee's liability? And that would be D, the employer's liability. All right, so we are 1/3 there. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hit the like button, man. Let's go on our day with the monthly payments made to an insurance company by its policyholders are known as, is it deposit, premium, installments, or endowments? And that is premiums. All right, so we are 1/3 there. Hit the like button, guys. Persons always, yes, I'm from Jamaica. Persons always want to make me pick up on yourself. All right, so let's go, guys. Let's go, let's go. So let's move on to 21. I want to wish you guys all the very best in your exam. Remember, other subjects are here, so check out that. All right, 21. The term human resources refer to, is it A, material and good made by human being, B, capital investment by shareholder in a company, C, raw material used to manufacturing of goods, or is it D, persons available for productive and professional services? So that is human resource, all right? People ready to walk. All right, so let's move on to 22. Which of the following types of capital is used for the day-to-day operation of a business? Is it fixed, floating, working, or nominal? And that would be C, the working capital. Work capital. All right, let's move on to 23. Which of the following industries does a firm involved in food processing belong? Again, this is a repeat: service, extractive, constructive, or manufacturing. And that would be manufacturing. All right, come on, guys, let's go. What's happening? What's happening? Hit the like button, people, man. When impact would be, what impact would the introduction of mechanization in the production process have on society? Is it A, reduction in jobs for unskilled workers, B, an increase in brain drain in the economy, or is it C, a reduction in pollution of the country's cities, or is it D, provision of more jobs for unskilled workers? And 24 is A, a reduction of jobs in for unskilled workers. Guys, get your skill, all right? So let's move on to 25. Which of the following conditions would constitute a linkage between two industries? All right, I'm not going to draw this one. It is the output of one industry of the economy becomes the input of another industry. We have done this on the previous paper, so you guys would have known that. If you don't check out the video, you need to do so. All right, there's stuff on that paper, not on this paper. Matter of fact, there are many POB papers, so you guys need to check out all of them before the examination. Better safe than sorry. Which of the following businesses may best be classified as a cottage industry? J&N store located in the rural area. B, People Cooperative Bank located in Trinidad, or Mary Craft Supplies Assist located at home. And that would be 26, would be C. Pick up yourself, Mary. 27, in the Caribbean, many people are hired for sugarcane farming and very little equipment is used. Industry can be best described as labor intensive, capital intensive, having low capital input, or having high capital input. And that is labor intensive. All right. Let's move on to 28. Which of the following terms describes a market consisting of a large number of producers and consumers? Which of the following terms describe a market consisting of a large number of producers and consumers? Oligopoly, monopoly, perfect market, or the imperfect market? And that would be the perfect market. You have a perfect market, ladies, but you don't have a perfect man. All right, so let's go. Give us a little break sometimes. All right, let's move on to 29. We're not perfect. That's like the market. All right. 29, the term loss leader is best described as a product which A, has a real market value, B, the retailer is unable to locate, C, the retailer gives away to customers, or is D, is sold cheaply to attract customers. And 29 is B, is sold cheaply to attract customers. All right, guys, let's move on to 30. We are almost there, halfway. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The market equilibrium exists when buyer pay reasonable price for goods, or is it B, sellers are satisfied with the prices paid for their goods. At current prices, the amount buyers wish to buy is equal to the amount sellers wish to sell. So number 30 is C. Market equilibrium, as it suggests, equilibrium suggests at current prices, the amount of buyers wish to buy is the same amount sellers wish to sell. All right, so there we have an equilibrium. All right, so let's move on to 31. We are past the halfway stage. Congrats to you guys. A situation whereby a business gains editorial space without having to pay for it is called publicity, marketing, advertising, or discounting. And 31 would be A, publicity. All right, let's move on to 32. In the Caribbean territory, there's only one supplier that provides electricity to all the homes, businesses, and communities. Oh, sad. JPS. I hate you, JPS. I hate you. What market structure does this best illustrate? Is it duology, oligarchy, or is it monopoly or perfect competition? And number 32 would be monopoly. I joke here, JPS, pick up yourself. I want to alone can depend on nobody else. I'm gonna be like some people and be very ungrateful. Let's move on to 33. Which of the following give identity to a specific producers? Both label, patent, brand, or is it copyright? Again, that's a repeat, that's brand. Guys, if you have not checked out my other videos, you need to subscribe so you can check them out for yourself. All right. 34. Which of the following operation is an example of sales promotion? A, warehousing. B, free sampling. C, servicing goods. Or is it D, gathering information? And that would be free sampling. Right? So 34 is B. Let's move on to 35. I'm not seeing 35. Oh, you're down there. You didn't hear me, 35, Colin? All right. Mr. Jones has several bills of fixed amounts to pay each month. Mr. Jones made an arrangement with his bank to make these monthly payments from his account. This service provided by the bank is referred to, is it overdraft? Is it a fixed deposit? Is it a standing order? Or is it a letter of credit? And number 35 is C, that is a standard order. This is a repeat question, so most likely, guys, you will be getting that on your paper. So I want to say congrats to you if you have reached this far. You have already passed. All right, Joker. Tom invests his savings by buying shares in a company. From his investment, Tom expects to receive, is it profit, interest, revenue, or is it dividends? So number 36 is dividends. All right, so remember the shareholders, they receive dividends. All right, let's move on to 37. I think 37 is up here this time. No, what's happening? What's happening with this man? Are you stupid, Mr. Benny? 37, the investment can be defined as, investment can be defined as, is it A, the stock of goods in a country, B, the amount of money available at a given time, C, additions to the capital stock of the country, D, the amount of capital owned by the government. No, and that is C. Make investment in a country, people. Don't run away. Don't run. Like the Baba boy. All right, let's move on to 38. Which of the following services is provided by commercial banks? Printing money, B, selling stock. Did you know that Jamaica don't print their own money? I don't know what's happening now. Prime Minister, you need to give me a call. We need to sort out this foolishness that's going on, all right? Tell him to call me, guys. Selling stocks and bonds. C, controlling the supply of money. Or is it D, accepting deposits from customers? And number 38 would be D, accepting deposits. All right, let's move on to 39. One of the major functions of a central bank is to A, issue notes and coin. I'm not going to go any further. This is a repeat. So person should have been saying this while I'm reading. All right, so let's move on to 40 at least. A stock market is identified with, is it cost and prices, B, risk and benefits, or is it C, rent and investment, or is it D, premium and reward? And we know that it is B, risk and benefit. Let's move on to 41. Guys, hit the like button for Mr. Bennett. I'm a math teacher and I spend time and I do research because I did POB in high school. All right. All right, let's go, guys. 41. Governments can influence business activity positively by reducing. Government, this is why you reduce the taxes, man. The taxes is pressuring poor people. People are suffering now, yeah. Can't get to cook with chicken curry and all those stuff, you know, man. All right, 42. A price control may be defined as, is it A, tax on goods and services, B, government ban on imports, C, grant given producers to reduce their prices, or is it D, government limit the price of goods or services? So for price control, is the government limit the price of goods or services, all right? So let's move on to 43. We're at 43. We're going on fine, guys. We should be wrap up in the next 5 minutes or so if all goes well, right? So for 43, the success of our government economic policies can most effectively measured by, is it A, an increase in the level of policies, B, an increase in the standard of living, or is it C, a decrease in the level of employment, or is it D, a decrease in the volume of production? All right, so 43 would be an increase in the standard living. Guys, I just want to take this time out and talk to you because sometimes persons will leave a comment and say, read them questions, you chat too much. You can just know when it's somebody from Guyana, the way they structure it. So Guyana is always saying that. But guys, this is where I read out all the questions. Sometimes someone can be occupied, meaning you can just watch a video and you're listening. So when I list all the options, yeah, you know that it's not them, but it's the right answer. So that is why I read out the questions. So if you never kill me for that, go ahead. I will not stop. All right, 44. Which of the following forms of taxation can be classified as direct, and that would be your income tax? 45. Which of the following is a function of the Chamber of Commerce? Let me just go up so you guys can see the option. Is it creating employment, protecting the environment, B, C, assisting in securing markets for producers, or is it D, providing financial aid to the hurricane victims? What would you say for this, guys, for 45? And that would be, if you said creating employment, that is indeed correct. Congratulations. Let's move on to 46. Which of the following statement best explains proportional tax? Is it A, the rate of tax increases as the income increases? B, the same rate of tax is paid at all income levels? C, High income earners pay a smaller percentage of income in the tax than the lower income earners. That's what the politicians do. They tax poor people more. These guys are so stupid. Friend of rich people. Rich people have no loyalty, although I wish to be rich one day. The high income earners pay a larger percentage of income in tax than low income earners. And that will be the same rate of tax is paid at all income levels. All right, so is that equality though? If I'm earning more, should I be paying more, or we should just have a flat rate of 10% for each person? What do you guys think about that? Remember, you guys want to be getting a lot of money. All right, so let's move on to 47. Which of the following measures are used by government to redistribute income? A, custom duties and levies. B, consumption tax and tariff. Or C, payee and national insurance. We go no further. We found the winner, payee and national insurance. All right, this one is repeat. I'm not going to say what is repeat. Just go ahead and watch your videos, all right? Make sure you subscribe so you can get them. A country has a favorable balance of trade when A, it sells more than it buys. B, it buys more than it sells. C, imported goods are cheaper. D, there are no restrictions to trade. And 48 would be A, it sells more than it buys. All right, so export is better than import. Always, our export should always exceed our import, but our government always import more than they export. These guys are some geniuses. All right, let's move on to 49. Which of the following practices would contribute to the economic development and growth of a country? A, provision of loans and technical assistance for establishing local businesses. B, provision of more infrastructure within the country. Increase use of the country's national resources. Or is it D, increased importation of consumer goods? And that is D, increased importation of consumer goods. Let's move on to 50. Education contributes to a country's economic growth by ensuring that the workforce is highly mobile, efficient, classified, or structured, and that is efficient. All right. So Mr. Benita with efficiency, contributing to the economic growth of this country. All right, let's move on to 51. Which of the following types of restriction limit the quantity of goods that citizens of a country are allowed to buy from overseas? Is it the import duty, the export duty, the export quota, or the import quota? And that would be D. If you said D, you are correct, the import quota. All right, let's look at 52. We only have 8 to go after this. Yay. Export licenses are issued mainly to A, encourage local business to produce more goods for export. B, indicate to the importing country the price of which goods are to be sold. C, indicate the importing country that the goods are at the highest standard. Or is it D, enable the government to control the flow of goods being exported? What do you say for that, guys? You had said D, you are correct. Enable the government to control the flow of goods being exported. Let's move on to 53. The buying and selling of goods and services among countries is called, this is the balance trade, international trade, balance of payment, or is it international marketing? And that would be international trade. And that means between countries that, guys, this is a repeat, all right? You guys need to go and check out all the other videos, all right? Before you go in exam, don't be like some people and say, oh, I wish I saw this video before. This was always there. 54. Which of the following is not a benefit of international trade? A, producers are able to increase their market size. B, political links are developed with other countries. C, import restriction can be imposed on foreign items. Or is it D, a greater variety of goods is obtained from overseas? And that is import restriction can be imposed on foreign items, and that is C. All right, so let's move on to 55. You guys are awesome. Just remember that you are doing excellent. Let's go. Let's move on to 55. After this, just a few to go. The term economic dualism defines an economy in which one sector is A, highly dependent on local capital, B, highly dependent on foreign capital, C, overpopulated while the other is underpopulated, or D, technologically advanced while the other is technologically retarded. That word is never, 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 never good. economic dualism, and that is D. All right, technological advance, while the other is technologically retarded. Let's move on to the 56, and it said the purpose of the curriculum is to A, allow member states to collaborate, B, encourage the transfer of technology within the region, or is it C, foster interregional trade and common services, or is it D, allow for the unrestricted movement of persons among the territory? And it said the purpose of the curriculum, and that is C, foster interregional trade. All right, let's move on to 57. Which of the following terms defines a continuous rise in the general level of prices? Is it inflation, reflation, deflation, or depression? And that is inflation, even though it causes depression, not depression, it's inflation. So inflation is the persistent or the consistent rise of goods and services. Let's move on to 58. We're going to wrap up this shortly. In periods of inflation, the ability to raise additional capital for expansion is most likely to be a problem for, is it partnerships, sole traders, public companies, or multinational corporations? For the sole trader, inflation gonna lock down your business. Guys, fight, fight, fight. So 58 would be B. And which of the following is not a benefit of industrialization? A, a reduction in the level of imports. B, an increase in the level of exports. C, an increase in the unemployment rate. D, a decrease in the unemployment rate. So it says which is not a benefit, and it's an increase in the unemployment rate. So 59 would be C. So we are ready to the end. Congratulations, you're gonna pass your exam just because you made it to the very end. All right, guys. So let's look at the last one. And again, I'm gonna put my number because people always leave them comment there. All right. Whatever it is, just hit me up on WhatsApp and we can chat. All right, let's look at 60. Which of the following organizations would settle a dispute among banana producing countries of the Caribbean and Central America over preferential agreement with the European Union? So many people involved, and that would be A, the World Trade Organization. So 60 would be A. We have come to the end. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel. Please ensure that you watch the rest of the video. This is Leonard Spending. I'm out, no doubt. See you guys in another video.